In this video, I'm going to show you the outcome of a project that took me less than 40 hours to digitalize the quality process of a manufacturing company. This video is also a great opportunity to see what we can do with Microsoft technologies, Power Apps, Power Automate, and such. Things that you already have completely and you're paying if you have Microsoft 365 in your company. Let's see what we can do. So let's take a look at how were they working before we executed the project. So basically they had this Word document where they have some order related information. I'm sorry, this is in Spanish, but you get the idea. Is order number, reference number, manufacturing number, and such fields. Now in this table, we have all the checks and controls that we have to do with some images around what the operator needs to check, some requisites information, and then the result, if it's okay or non-okay. Now, the company was already trying to introduce some tweaks and digitalization into their process. For example, they were introducing these labels with QR code. And the goal here is that the operators could check some fields directly without needing to ask quality or other departments to fulfill the quality process. So the goal of our application that you'll see in a moment is that we are able to read with this QR using one of these barcode readers or the mobile device, tablet or cell phone. Then this QR will get a code and we will get information from the ERP, Sage in their case, and fill in all these data that we see in the Word document related to the order and other fields, and also this dynamic configuration of all the text that the operator have to fulfill to send the report to quality. So instead of having this Word document, we're going to have an application, and all that dynamic information is going to come directly from the ERP thanks to reading this label with camera device or barcode reader. So now let's demo the outcome of the project. Remember, a project that took less than 40 hours, and as it's the case in any software development project, 40 hours is for the whole project, meaning that taking requirements, validations, testing, etc. So actual development has taken a lot less. Anyway, let's take a look at the applications. Applications, yes, because we have two different applications for this process. On the one hand, we have an application for the quality department, and on the other, we have an application for the people who are in the assembly lines, the operators. Why? Because different audiences need different applications. What we are doing is digitalization, automation of a process, a project, a solution. And this means that we may have multiple components for this solution, meaning different apps and automation components. So before continuing with the demo, let's talk briefly about two topics that are most of the time skipped when talking about building applications, building software for solving business needs. So there are two big topics that are most often skipped in digitalization projects for businesses. First is, can the IT department of your client absorb this technology? And number two is, how ugly is this solution? And believe me, these are two very important topics. Let me go one by one. So let's start with number one. Can your IT department absorb this technology? When we develop any software, there's a lot of things that come afterward that we don't count in the quote, which basically are maintenance and evolutions. Maintenance and evolutions are going to take a big part in the lifecycle of any software application that we build. And it's very important that your IT department can absorb that in the case of the provider, like me, not being able to support you in the long term, or you are not happy, whatever. You need to be able to have a contingency so that your IT department can take over of the solution. Now, if I had developed this with C#, JavaScript, React, whatever, by my end, or even with AI, but using code, what happens? Your IT department needs to be able to understand that code and be able to tweak it, change, fix, etc. Is that feasible? No, by any means, no. Instead, if we select Power Platform, because your IT department already has Microsoft 365 and they are already owning and managing the Microsoft ecosystem, Power Apps, Power Automate, etc., this is already under their domain. So maybe they haven't had exposure yet. Well, no problem. That's what you can hire me for. I can train your IT department and help them build solutions like this. But But in any case, they already have this technology. So it would be completely what's the opposite of intelligent. It would be stupid to not go for this choice and instead try to use some fancy development in other technology. And this leads us to topic 2. How ugly is your solution? And this may be a weird question, you may tell me, but in reality it's not. Why? Because if you invest a lot of time and money into making something pretty, you are not investing that time and money into making it functionally robust and optimized for your target audience. Because business processes have many people and integrations involved. Here we have different roles: quality department, like we can see, that use this application. Then we have the operators that use this application. Then we have, we'll see here, integration with Sage via an on-premise data gateway, because they have the server on-premise. So there are lots of moving parts that need to work very well, need to be robust, need to be quick to build and quick to execute once it is built. And if we spend a lot of time in making something pretty, I'm not saying that it cannot be pretty, but 40 hours of project to build such a process, we cannot afford to make it pretty. So whether it's ugly or pretty, it's actually a KPI, it's an indicator of the success that your product is going to have, because it's better that we have an ugly application that works and is easy to follow by the user and self-explanatory, like this one. Okay, but this is in Spanish, unless you know Spanish. But anyway, you can see very quickly that we have 4 steps, right? We have buttons to go back, buttons to go to the next step over here, and you have to do some stuff, read a QR, click some buttons, whatever it is, we'll see in a moment. So it needs to be quick, easy to understand by the user, and if it's ugly, it doesn't matter. It needs to get the job done. Now let's get back to the demo. So here we have first the application for the quality department, and here what they have is the processes ongoing, so that they can report, see what's the status of the processes that are being executed. And then we have configuration. Why configuration? Because we want to define templates. Templates of what? Templates of these Word documents, because they have different products they need to do quality tests for, and each will have a different setting. So what we do here is we can create new, or take this one that's already existing, this template, where we define the different tests and procedures the operators need to execute. So basically what we're doing is defining each of these rows from the Word document in a modular manner, template by template. And the way it's done is that you can utilize these, let's say that this check needs to be in different templates, we can reutilize and not create it every time. Anyways, let's go to the app for the operator. So operators need a fast, easy to use, self-explanatory application. It's ugly, we don't care. So we have here the pending QA processes, testing processes, because imagine that you are doing some test, but then something and then it needs your attention. So the operator needs to be able to go back to the process. So what we will do is select continue with this test. But what we're going to do is create a new test from scratch. So here we can see quickly that we have 4 steps: read the QR, check the fields, then complete the test, and basically confirm. So what we would do is, on the one hand, we could use QR scanner like this one, or with this button if you are using a tablet, or this is designed for tablet specifically, or a cell phone, you would be able to use with the Power Apps engine automatically out of the box your camera to read this QR. But what I'm going to do is manually select this number over here and put it here. So when I do this, I click into get the data from the ERP, and what's happening behind the scenes is that a flow like this one is executing, and it's going to get information from success from Sage. Exactly, the ERP Sage, they have Sage, and there's a lot of information that's already in the ERP, and we don't want the user to fulfill. And what information are we talking about? Basically the information from the header in this Word document, and also some dynamic information for the checks. So we select automatically also the type of the template that we're going to use, click into next, and then we see that this information is already like this is the order number, the reference, the serial number, whatever it is. And then, okay, let's see that everything is good. Click into next, and basically here, what we're going to do here is follow along and complete the information. This is basically the information that we have from the Word document. And yeah, it may be a little bit, well, it's completely usable. Here you can click, see the image bigger. Of course, these resolutions are bad because I uploaded a very tiny, this is actually the image from the Word document because they didn't give me the full size image. So what we have here is we have the three steps. So the requirements, the procedure that we have to do, step 1, 2, 3, and then the check is OK or not okay, and then some dynamic information in here that it's actually the part of the information that we have here that can be dynamic. Look at here we have different information. For example, here we have different points and we need to measure whatever it is. Let's go to the application. All right, so what I would do here is just fulfill this information, and then when I'm done, just click next, then have the typical screen where I verify that all the information that I am going to submit is correct, then save and success. Good. Then we go back to here, and these are our pending topics to finalize and to review. So basically this is it. And then from the quality department side, we would see all the processes, how they are working, what's the status, etc. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video and you got a good impression of what you can do with the Power Platform. And if you need any help, whether it's for your IT department or you need help building these solutions, the link to contact me is below in the comments. Remember, we are doing these 40-hour projects where we get done solutions like this one in 3 weeks or less. And if you need that help, let me know. We'll be happy to do it. See you in the next video.